Guys, how good is Approved summed up in a sentence? Well, we're good enough here at Approved with the XPEL PPF for someone to send their car all the way from the UK. And in fact, this is the third car that's been sent from the UK. Look, it's right-hand drive. It arrived last night. It's here for full paint protection film. Actually, we're going to do a full gloss to satin transformation. Check it out and we'll show you how it works. Now, excuse the noisy chaos because we are a detailing shop after all, but the Pista is now in the wash bay because we've removed the original PPF on the car. Now, why am I scared doing that on Ferraris? Well, Ferraris, even the modern ones, have some of the weakest paint in the world, although they are absolutely fantastic and among their favourite cars. The paint is hand painted, so you basically have to be very careful because it's not even as if it were done by a machine because it's hand painted. So it's very, very fragile and always a bit of a moment. Sounded like a little squealing piglet then. When you're removing PPF. But thankfully, the team are really experienced and, you know, if they take their time to do it, then usually it's okay. But what's happening now is the car is in the wash bay. It's had a wash, but now they are clay barring it to basically start to prepare the surface for the PPF. However, before it even goes for PPF, once they've clay barred it, which basically means if you come around here and excuse the wet floor, can I show the clay bar? Can I hold the clay bar a second? So clay bar is literally like a clay. So what we're doing here is effectively sanding the body in a professional controlled way to remove anything off the surface that we can to smooth it out as much as possible. And then after that, we'll be polishing it to smooth it even further to make sure the surface is as perfect as it can physically be before we apply any PPF. And also, if you come back again, I'll show you properly later on, but I'll show you the swing mirror here because it's kind of dry. See, this isn't actually a metallic paint, it's a solid paint. So that makes it stand out even more if there's one imperfection with it being a solid black paint. Now, I came here to give you an update to find the car gone because the guys had failed to tell me that the owner came in and basically changed his mind on the colour scheme. So we had decided to match and do seat belts and stripes to match the original yellow calipers, but changed our mind because we're going to paint the calipers red, we're going to paint the wheels. I think the belts are going to stay the same, and then the stripes and the dreamlines and everything are going to be different as well. So when the car's back in a couple of days, I'm going to update you with those changes. The Pista is back, guys, and as you can see, our guys on the PPF team have already got way ahead of us because they are partway through the PPF already before we've had the chance to film it. So the car's come back from having its things done, like the wheels, it's got new calipers as well, new caliper colour, and it's came back and it's had polishing, and now it's going to have its PPF, which is partway through, so up to speed. So you can see here, the Pista is actually a very hard bonnet to do, and I've worked on many Pistas over the years. Actually, I show you something, give me a second. Do some nice shots of the car, just give me a second, I'm going to find it for you. Hold on a second, because I have an entire album somewhere. Yeah, so this is back in the day, how many Pistas I worked on before. And that wasn't all of it, by the way. I just kind of was keeping count and then I lost count because I was working on so many at the time. Anyway, the S-duct is a very hard piece to do because even though it's pre-cut, we actually do it a little bit manual, and then in the end it will look like pre-cut because where you've got this big S-duct bend here, imagine you've got to do this and cure it and kind of push the film into place without having any stretch marks, which is really hard actually. And also this client is particular about seams and things like that. So on this example, this door is actually for the other side, but you can see that we have removed the wing mirrors in this scenario, just because otherwise if we didn't remove the wing mirrors, there would have to be a seam here, which is okay, but some clients like us to remove it, and in this scenario we are doing it. We'll also be redoing the window tint as well because the tint is not very nice on this car. And I think, although we're not 100% set yet what we're going to do, we're going to do something with the stripes as well to kind of bring the car to life a bit more and be a little bit more custom. So yeah, stay tuned.
So welcome to our design room where all the magic happens. And I say that all the time, but I really do mean it. It is where all the magic happens. What you have is you have an amazing designer plus XPEL software plus a plotter equals amazing precision pre-cut PPF precision waffling here. Anyway, more importantly, what's not so waffly is the templates. You can come over here, and this might look a bit of a jumble for you, or maybe if you're a Ferrari expert, you might start to understand some of the parts. But if we do this, 1, 2, 3, click, layout mode. So can you start to see there? This is the front bumper of the car. You've got all of the parts. You've got the front bumper there. You've got the emblem hole there. And then can you show me the bonnet, please, Wendell? Just give a minute. Because as you know that this Ferrari Pista has a big S-duct. So big, in fact, that you can basically fit your arm through it. And see, this is the hood there. So you can see there's a cut there. Now, sometimes on hoods, I think we've mentioned before in previous videos, we do them a little bit of a manual cut. Why do we do that? Well, how do we do that? Well, notice that the S-duct is very steep and very tight. Imagine putting a piece of PPF on there. This car is lucky because it's a satin PPF, but you still need a great skill, and especially if it's a gloss PPF because it's more susceptible to showing the stretch marks and things like this. So you need skill. You can't go without skill. Basically, the guys have to slip and slide the piece of PPF that they're having in place. So in this example, it will be the hood. And imagine the part where the S-duct is at the edges, per se. You have to really kind of stretch that and massage that into place. So it takes time and it takes skill. We are here for the grand reveal. Look at that, absolutely amazing, looking so good. It wasn't the original plan because there was never any red involved, but now we have a bit of red everywhere because we painted the calipers, you have the dream lines, and you have the addition of the red stripe in the middle. I think it looks absolutely fantastic and has really changed the look of this Pista without changing the full color of the car. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we're gonna see you next time. Bye.